So, sorry, my bathroom's a little messy. I wasn't really planning on coming in. This is the Indie Lee Clearing Mask. I love Indie Lee. You guys know that. I use a ton of their stuff. And I have already used this mask. This mask is incredible. All of their products are truly, truly incredible. This is what this one looks like. You can see I've already used it. See? It is the clearing mask. It says, purify and nourish. Let me read you all the stuff. Clearing mask. How to use. Apply a thin layer to freshly cleansed skin, avoiding the immediate eye area. Allow the mask 20 minutes to work its magic, then gently rinse with warm water. Use weekly for optimal results. It's a spa day, Sunday favorite for Indy. Okay, so I'll show you guys. So the texture, it's like, oh, it smells so good. The texture is genuinely so stunning as well. So I'm just going to do what it says and put a thin layer. My skin's honestly good right now. Like I have nothing on it. But a lot of information. I just have my period. So I'm sure something wants to pop out. You know, like I'm sure that there is something that wants to come to the surface. So maybe if I use this during my live and get ahead of it, then I won't have to deal with that. And what I like about these masks is like I used to be a big scaredy cat for like anything that said like a nourishing mask or like things that were like this because I thought that it was really drying. And what I do now, regardless, I'm not saying that this is a drying mask, but what I do now, regardless of if I feel like my skin is dry, I just go in with a really, really heavy moisturizer every time after I use one of these. And it just combats all of that. And then you get the, oh, I didn't think about how crazy I was going to look during this live. But then I'll get to show you guys the real results of it. Okay, one second while I wash my hands. So, as I said, this is the Indie Lee clearing mask. And I said this earlier too, but I love Indie Lee. I've used many, many of their masks. I've used this one twice so far. I used it. So another thing, I just said that I was traveling. I always use, I always bring masks when I travel because I feel like regardless of, because I have combination skin, so regardless of if my skin is feeling dry or feeling oily, it's always going to feel weird regardless after a flight. So I always do a mask like this, something like this, and do like a sheet mask afterwards to give it some more hydration. So anyway, this is the Indie Lee mask. Super easy to leave on. As you can see, like I just did a thin layer. I look at the Joker, but I literally do. But I just did what it told me to do, a thin layer. What I really like about it is a lot of masks like this, I feel like I would put them on and they will like fall down my neck or be really drippy. This is not. This is very obviously staying in place. I just avoided the eye area like they said, but I also unintentionally avoided this. Oh, it's already, oh, it's like dry. I must have put too much on last time. This is great. It's going to just pull anything bad out of my skin. And it said 20 minutes. I think it said up to 20 minutes. So I'm probably going to take it off in like 10 and show you guys that I'm sure my skin's going to be super glowy. I look like the opposite of a raccoon. No, wait. Like a raccoon. Raccoons have black around their eye. Yeah, I look like the, well, whatever. I look like this. And this is, hi, Erin. I was like, I have a mask that I'm showing them. I'm going to do it. So back to the mask. As you guys know, like I've said a billion times on here, I love Indie Lee. I have tons of their products. Their oils are great. I would follow this up with an Indie Lee oil. That's honestly probably what I'm going to do today. Or like their thick moisturizer. But I love a mask that you can put on and it stays and it dries quickly. And it's not going to irritate my skin. And it's not falling down my neck or anything like that. You can kind of just go about your life. Obviously, you probably wouldn't want to go out in public. But you could drive or do whatever. Or you could do a Verishop show. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want. And this is typically $52. And as like, if you're into skincare, $52 is not a large ask for something. Oh my God, Kylie, literally, you will love it. You will love it. Like, I got a sampler of this mask from Sephora probably a year ago, 2 years ago, and I tried it and I loved it. And then I was so excited to see it on Verishop because I like got it so quickly. Like I just put it in my cart immediately because I really, really liked it. And I've gotten a couple other, I'm restating some of this because you just got here, but like I love Indie Lee oils too. Like their products are all so, so good. And I have pretty sensitive skin and nothing from their lines irritate my skin. So I was like, oh, I'm snagging this right now. And then I went to go do it to talk about it on the show. And I was reading the things on the back and it was like, wear for up to 20 minutes. And I was like, I got about 20 minutes left of this live. So I was like, I'm just going to put it on. So I just did what they said, thin layer. And like I put it on just a second ago and it's already totally dry, which is one of the things that I was saying that I really love about masks like this or about like this mask in particular, because I hate when I'm trying to like go about my day and just like work a mask into a busy schedule, but then it's like falling down your neck or like getting all in your hair or like dripping onto your shirt. And this is dry, which is so nice and convenient. And I was saying for the people that if you're a little worried that a mask like this is going to dry out your skin, because I used to be that way, just follow it up with an oil or a moisturizer or something like that, which is what I'm going to do today. And then you don't have to worry about that at all. And you're good to go. And this, like I was saying, I don't have any pimples right now. Like my skin was pretty good, but I did just start my period. So I'm sure that there are some menaces underneath my skin wanting to come out. So hopefully this just stops them in their tracks. And then I don't have to deal with that. So anyway, back to the pricing. It is typically $52, which is a small price to pay for good skincare. If you're into skincare, you already know that. And plus a mask, like you saw the bottle. I left it in the bathroom. But like I use like this much. And it's a good sized bottle. And so you get, I mean, I don't want to like say how many uses you get out of it. I will probably get 30 or 40 uses out of this. And I would say at least probably 30. I would say 30. So that's like so worth it. Because with serums and stuff, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm lathering that on me. So I can feel like that's a little more expensive because I know I'm going to run through it. But the instructions literally say to put a thin layer. So I was like, I put a thin layer. And then during my live and in the 30 minutes immediately following, it's $44. And I literally cannot overstate this enough. If you are into skincare, you know that $44.20 is not a big price to pay for a mask like this. This mask really does what it says it's going to do. I use it when I'm traveling. I used it pretty recently, and I'm using it again. I know it doesn't break my skin out. Like, I trust this brand. And with it being such a thin layer mask, like I have a couple that they're like, apply a generous amount. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to run through this in a month. This saying you need to do a thin layer just means that it's going to last literally forever. Well, not literally forever, but for a good long while. So I'm going to talk about I guess I'll move on to the next. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to wear it for the whole 20 or if I'm just going to do like 10. We'll see. I'll move on and then I'll circle back. Okay. I look like the Joker. Like, this is terrifying. The mask is great. Me and the mask with my red lips is not as great. I look like literally Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Okay. But he won an Oscar, so who am I? No, literally, Kat, look. No. I regret this. Okay. So, it's so scary. Like, oh my gosh. I like wish that I wasn't looking at myself because all I'm looking at is my picture or my face on this video. Terrifying. Okay. We must move on. Okay, you know what? Actually, how long has it been? Oh, okay. I've got a little bit longer. Okay, so let's just move on to the shirt. Okay, so I